And there goes the whistle that signals the start of Just Football today, Wednesday, 25th day in the month of August 2021. It's great to be back here again on your favorite football show on radio. We talk about everything football, on the pitch, off the pitch. I mean, everything that gets us excited about the world of football. That's what we do on the show. That's what we talk about. And really, it's a few days to the end of the summer transfer window, and it has been a whirlwind. The last few hours maybe has been what you can call unexpected, with some news making the rounds as regards transfer. I mean, one move could determine many other moves. It's a domino when it comes to transfers most times. Of course, we're talking about that. And what is the most surprising news this afternoon? The fact, or a twist of fate, if you want to call it, Harry Kane has decided to stay put at Tottenham. We'll talk about that today on Just Football on Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station. Welcome to the show. My name is Blessing Fowowe. You can stream us live on Facebook this afternoon. Go on Facebook, search for Splash 105.5 FM Ibadan, and join us. If you're not a friend already, you should like that page so you can, always keep up to date with what we do right here on Splash FM and, of course, on Just Football. Not just Harry Kane in transfer market. There's also stories about Kylian Mbappe. Is he going to move? Will Real Madrid be able to sign him eventually? Just few days, anything can happen because that's the way transfer works. We also talk about the UEFA Champions League is coming back. We'll have the draws tomorrow. And, many of the teams are already decided. Just about 3 more qualifiers will make it into the group stages there. We'll talk about that today on Just Football. Okay, I'm not alone. Faith Adedeji is here, and I'll be bringing him up in a bit to talk about, especially starting with transfer stories. In a twist of fate, Harry Kane has said that he will be staying at Tottenham this summer, and he's 100% focused on helping the team achieve success. Manchester City were keen to sign Kane, who believed he had a gentleman's agreement with Daniel Levy to leave Spurs this summer, but Levy has refused to enter into negotiations for the striker. Kane played his first game of the season on Sunday, coming on as a substitute in their 1-0 victory over Wolves. And writing on social media earlier today, Kane said, and I quote, it was incredible to see the reception from the sports fans on Sunday and to read some of the messages of support I have had in the last few weeks. I'll be staying at Tottenham this summer and will be 100% focused on helping the team achieve success. Sports boss Nuno Espirito Santo says it was a fantastic news to see Kane's immediate future resolved. Now, Kane said this summer in a statement. So I'm wondering, should Nuno Espirito Santo and Levy be worried at this point? Fitz, good afternoon. It's great to have you here.
Yeah, good afternoon, Blessing. Good afternoon, Ibadan. Well, there's nothing more delightful than catching up on Just Football on a wonderful Wednesday afternoon like this. There's a way football always gets us excited. The controversies and all that, and the transfer window. We are definitely in that period where you always want to follow what is going on in the transfer window. Fans of several club sides are trying to get to know what is happening with their players. Which player is coming in, which player is also moving out, and maybe one of the biggest stories. Yeah, the Lionel Messi story was one of maybe the biggest, at some point in time during the transfer window. But Harry Kane also was one that actually shook the transfer world. But many people already envisaged that the whole I would say would definitely come out tops with Harry Kane, because for someone that clocked 28 sometime in July, you think that for someone that prolific, for him not to have won any single trophy in his career
at 28,
so you feel that he'll begin to doubt whatever he's doing at Tottenham Hotspur, because at the end of his career,
and also doubting the project at Tottenham.
Yeah, definitely, and that's you understand where the doubts came from. But he probably shot himself in the foot when he signed that new long-term deal with Tottenham Hotspur. So he still has 3 years on his contract over there at Tottenham, and Daniel Levy would not let you go. He understands that he holds all the cards, going to this to any negotiation table as regards Harry Kane. So you always understand that he will hold out for whatever he wants, and there is nobody that can actually meet up to the demands of Daniel Levy at this point in time. So it was almost inevitable that Harry Kane will have to stay back, because the moment Manchester City went to splash that £100 million or 105 on Jack Grealish, it almost looked impossible, because it would be very difficult after doing that to do something around 150, 140 for another player in the same transfer window, except you have to, we still have the FFP, maybe a bit relaxed, but still somewhere there. You still have to sell maybe 5-6 players in the team to balance the book. So that would be very difficult to do. So we all saw it that maybe Manchester City would not be able to go out for him. And Harry Kane probably felt that there's almost nothing to do. And we saw that very good welcome when they brought him on in their last game, where the fans were on their feet, were trying to applaud him, and maybe he saw that, well, I still have something right here. He doesn't also want to burn the bridge right there with the fans at Tottenham Hotspur, so he decided that, well, it's good to stay back at Tottenham Hotspur. So hopefully they would look at the Hurricane project. Hurricane staying now and go into the transfer window, get him some good players to complement his abilities, and maybe they'll be able to win trophies.
Okay, maybe the fans have played a huge role in Hurricane changing his mind and deciding to stay. But then, what about his title ambitions?
They'll still
personally.
Be there. They'll still be
at
there.
28.
But we've seen late bloomers. He's not a late bloomer,
not, of course.
But I mean, on the trophy cabinet, he might maybe go into his 30s and begin to win.
With a manager like Nuno.
Oh, you cannot say. I'm not even seeing his future entirely with Tottenham Hotspur. I still think he will leave the club, maybe in the nearest future. I'm not sure we'll sign any new contract with them right there at Spurs, except they begin to win some of those big titles like the Champions League, the Premier League title, and of course, there's nobody seeing that happening anytime soon. I mean, you wouldn't expect Tottenham Hotspur to win the Champions League or win the league. Maybe they can win one of those trophies, the domestic cups, maybe the FA Cup,
yeah,
or the the Carabao Cup, the English League Cup, and all that. So you look at that. Maybe if he gets to win that, he might sign, but I don't think that will happen. So I still think he will still live at Tottenham Hotspur.
Okay, so when he will leave is what we do not know, but he has 3 years left on his contract. I mean, he should have known better than to sign that long-term contract if he wanted to move. But there was one man who actually knew better, who didn't take a contract, and now he wants to move. But after this commercial break, we'll talk about that. Stick around, it's still Just Football right here on Splash FM.
Amatem soft gel wà fún ìtọ́jú àrùn ibà tí ara rẹ kò bá yá lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ mẹ́ta lọ rí dókítà rẹ.
Christ the Redeemer Secondary School is presently conducting her entrance examinations for the current academic session into JSS and SSS classes. We deliver sound learning in a conducive environment for both day and boarding students. Our state-of-the-art library with internet learning facilities, ultra-modern sport facility, well-equipped laboratories, moderate class population, and teachers with hands-on experience provide every child an all-round education. And yes, the fees are affordable.
We are smart, intelligent, and disciplined students that make our parents proud. Don't let your child be an exemption.
The school is giving out scholarships for all children of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, full-time pastors, ministers, and national staff. Forms are available at the school premises situated at Police Post, College Crescent, Molete, Ibadan. For inquiries, please call 070-3331-0311 or 081-8004-2427. The first secondary school opened in Ibadan by the Redeemed Christian Church of God, where our children are trained in the Christian way and their future is secured.
Them say your ginger, now pepper them style. Show them say you sabi your legwork moves. Pepper there. Give them as it is hot with extra spice. Oh shit. Yes, with the confirmed taste of bold ginger. Show them your ginger.
Bold ginger, now the confirmed soft drink. We get spicy taste that keeps you refreshed. Bold soft drink also there for orange, tropical, and bitter lemon flavor for all your jolliment. Bold ginger, show your ginger.
The big leagues are back, and DSTV is the only place you can watch it all. Enjoy live matches weekly from the best leagues in the world. We're talking the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, the Champions League, not to mention the return of the Europa League. That's Salah, Kane, Haaland, Bruno, Lukaku, Suarez, Messi, and CR7.
Oh my goodness!
All week, every week.
You're just lost for words!
Nothing beats the unbeatable football on DSTV.
Give Malavia a double punch of artesunate and Amodia Queen in a perfect combination that Camosunator. There's anti-malaria therapy. And you will bounce back to life. Comes in 4 different packs for different age groups. Below 1 year, 1 to 6 years, 7 to 13 years, 14 and above. Camosunator. For a malaria-free family.
Sulfate, effective anti-malaria for all ages. Marketed by Janet Pharmaceuticals Limited.
Someone gave me this script to read, but I'm JJ Okocha. I don't know how many words I must read in a minute. I play football, not Mr. Actor. I don't read scripts. I'm at my best when I feel this. That feeling? That's Betkin. Join us at betkin.com.
SCP don't come. In case we want antiseptic go, where they protect our family from yama infection. SCP liquid antiseptic. Oh yeah, make you take up, clean your mouth. Take and do emergency things. Now multi-purpose liquid antiseptic. It dey work for many things. Oh yeah, put them for first aid box. You fit apply for minor wounds. Papa, mama, picking everybody. Alele, no dey irritate body. For personal hygiene come. SCP na baba.
The Nimet International Pharmaceuticals PLC, they do MCP, now the protection where every home need.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pains wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
And the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
Ó ga o lè ṣàì má fọwọ́ pọmọ rẹ lára gbogbo ìgbà.
Ọ̀rẹ́ mi, ṣé ò rárọ ọmọ mi ni? Ṣé o rántí wípé gbogbo ara ẹ̀ ló sú tẹ́lẹ̀ torí ìlédìí àtòoru? Ṣùgbọ́n látìgbà tí mo ti ṣàwárí baby tribotan, lára ọmọ mi ti ń jọ̀lọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ń dán. Kò sì sóhun tó ń jára sísú tabóoru mọ́.
Mo rántí lóòótọ́ ni. Túbọ̀ ṣàlàyé nípa baby tribotan fún mi.
Apilẹ̀ṣẹ̀ baby tribotan gẹ́gẹ́ bí àkọ́ṣe òògùn fún àwọn ọmọdé tó jọ̀lọ̀ fún ìdáàbòbò àti láti gbógun ti ara sísú látàrí lílo ìlédìí tàbóoru. Lo baby tribotan lónìí kò sì ṣàwárí àṣírí àwọn ọmọdé tó jọ̀lọ̀.
Baby Tribotan ní èròjà clotrimazole àti istamol nínú rẹ̀. Ẹ rí i dájú wípé ẹ̀ka ìwé pélébé tó wà nínú pálí Tribotan ní gbogbo ìgbà. Tribotan, ilé-iṣẹ́ 15 Healthcare PLC ló ń ṣe é.
Have you been waiting for admission into the university, or do you wish to pivot to a career in information technology? I have good news for you. TWIM Institute is now an accredited international center of the British Computer Society, BCS, and now offers BCS diplomas.
Sounds great, but what does this mean?
The BCS diplomas are British diploma programs in information technology, which are evaluated at the level of a UK bachelor's degree. With BCS diplomas, you can proceed to a master's degree in IT in the UK and many universities around the world. You will have qualifications that open you up to a global career in information technology.
Wow! How do I register?
Get in touch with TWIM Institute. Call or WhatsApp 0903 327 9205, 0903 327 9205, or visit TWIM Institute behind Jericho Mall, Onireke GRA, Ibadan. TWIM Institute, raising entrepreneurial minds for a global world.
Splash FM 105.5.
Okay, thank you for keeping it locked right here on Splash FM. It's still just football. We've talked about transfer stories, talking about Harry Kane. He has decided to stay at Tottenham this summer. It says maybe reports about, this talks about him moving might just, resurface at the end of the season as it stands. But one man didn't sign contract when PSG gave him all of the contract extensions they have. But he said he wanted to leave. Kylian Mbappe is his name. Real Madrid made an offer for him, 160 million euros. But PSG are saying that is not enough for a player that they want to keep, and they're saying our position has always been to keep Kylian to renew his contract. He has rejected the contracts. It says he wants to leave, but I'm wondering if Mbappe has come under criticism by many football fans about desire to move, and I'm wondering if you were in his shoes, seeing the Messi coming in and seeing that you could probably go on the back burner, wouldn't you want to leave as well?
Well, there are several angles with which you can look at that particular situation. You can look at it from the positive angle that then it can form a beautiful partnership. And can win some of those laurels that have been quite evasive for PSG, talking about the Champions League. If you're teaming up with a player like Lionel Messi, you look at Jorginho Wijnaldum coming into the team as well, Sergio Ramos also coming into the team. So you look at that and feel that the team will be more formidable than it was last season. So you might feel that, well, staying in this team means that you say success is guaranteed right there at PSG. But then you can also look at the angle of him wanting to be the biggest boy, wanting to be the poster boy of the team. So with Lionel Messi back around, Neymar is also somewhere in the ranks. It will be very difficult.
There's Ramos as well in the team.
That will also come with very big egos into the dressing room. So you'll feel that, well, Mbappe might be looking at it that, well, I might not be the poster boy in this team. And you also look at the fact that Real Madrid is more like a childhood dream for him. He has always said it, that he wants to play at Real Madrid. He's always wanted it. It's always been his dream. So maybe you will look at that and you feel that he wants to go. But Real Madrid, we need to pay the right price, because PSG cobbed him for around £160 million. So if you are not paying up to that for a 22-year-old, you need to. They need to make more from the deal,
rather than less.
So looking at all that, it might be difficult for PSG to just let him go for that amount of money. Real Madrid will need to go back and come back.
Okay, PSG is saying that Madrid's approach is disrespectful, it is incorrect and illegal. But with the next couple of days, we'll wait to see where that will eventually turn out for, because Mbappe might be leaving at the end of the day. That if Real Madrid come back with improved offer. And away from that, to the Champions League, UEFA Champions League is back, and the draws for this year's competition will take place tomorrow in Istanbul, with defending champions Chelsea among the top teams waiting to find out who they will face in the group stage. From Spain, we have Atletico Madrid, we have Real Madrid, there's Barcelona, Sevilla, Villarreal. In England, there's Manchester City, United, Liverpool, Chelsea. And in Germany, Bayern Munich, RB Leipzig, Borussia Dortmund, Wolfsburg. In Italy, Inter Milan, AC Milan, Atalanta, Juventus. In France, Lille and PSG. In Portugal, we have Sporting Lisbon, Porto and Benfica. In Russia, Zenit St. Petersburg are the sole representatives of Russia at this year's Champions League. Belgium, there's Club Brugge, Ukraine, Dynamo Kiev. Netherlands, they have Ajax. In Turkey, Besiktas, Young Boys from Switzerland, and Malmo FC from Sweden. Those and three qualifiers that will be joining from tonight's playoff matches. Those are the teams that you'll be getting to see in this year's Champions League. And for speaking of the qualifying playoff, coming up today, there's Brøndby against the RB Salzburg. Salzburg hold the 2-1 first leg advantage into this game. So they have 1 foot already in the draws of the Champions League. Dynamo Zagreb against Sheriff Tiraspol. Surprisingly, Tiraspol have a 3-0 first leg advantage over Zagreb. Wait to see what happens at the end of the day. Shakhtar Donetsk against Monaco as well, with Donetsk having a 1-0 first leg advantage going into that game. And coming up right now is the BBC Premier League update with a focus on the EFL Carabao Cup. I mean, after this, we'll talk about the EFL beat Arsenal in action later today.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
Hello, this is Joe Parsons at the BBC Sports Centre. The Crystal Palace manager Patrick Vieira says his side were let down by poor decisions in their opponent's box as they were beaten 1-0 by Watford in an all-Premier League tie in the League Cup. That's 3 straight defeats now for Vieira, who summed up his feelings in one word.
A lot of frustration because we created situation, but again, we really struggled to score goals. We really struggled to make the right decision when we are around the opposition half, opposition 18 yards, and this is where we need to improve.
Everton won 2-1 at second-tier Huddersfield, despite a red card for forward Moise Kean. The Everton boss Rafa Benitez says he hopes the Italian striker learns from the experience.
The sending off of Moise Kean was a big mistake for our side, a little bit immature, so I think hopefully he can learn from that and then make us working harder, more difficult, more belief for them. And little by little we're adjusting with some substitutions and some fresh legs, and we did well. So we saw character, we saw belief, and I'm happy with that.
Joining Everton and Watford from the Premier League in the next round are Wolves, Leeds United, Aston Villa, Norwich, Brighton and Brentford, who came from a goal down to beat fourth-tier Forest Green Rovers. The Brentford boss, Thomas Frank, was impressed with Forest Green, who've won all 4 of their league matches so far and sit top of League Two.
First half, they were the better side. They were better than us. They were brave. They played. Our pressure was not good enough, and they got the reward from their high pressure. We made a mistake. They punished us, but after we went back to the back three that we've used the most of the time in the whole preseason and the first games in the Premier League, we look much better, and I think we in the end deserve the win.
Later on Wednesday, Newcastle host Burnley, Arsenal travel to second-tier West Bromwich Albion, and Southampton visit fourth-tier Newport County. And for more football news from the BBC, go to bbc.com/football.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League.
Splash FM 105.5.
Okay, we're reaching home stretch on Just Football. We have to bounce out of the studio in a moment, but not before I tell you about the Carabao Cup games coming up tonight. Newcastle against Burnley, Newport County against Southampton, and Arsenal going away to West Bromwich Albion for that game. It's a tough one for Arsenal. I mean, the current Arsenal.
Yeah, a very tough game. No, not just about the current Arsenal. I mean, talking about the form of West Brom in the Championship, they've been doing so well. They've won 3 out of 4 games. They're on a run. So you look
and Arsenal are yet to win. In 2 games, yet to score a goal.
They're yet to score a goal in the league. So you also look at that. But you also look at West Brom's terrible home run last season when they were in the Premier League. They had a terrible home run. So maybe Arsenal will be able to capitalize on that. But they need to earn it. They need to, for the sake of their manager. Because if they should get knocked out of the Carabao Cup later tonight, and then they lose to Manchester City, it would definitely, maybe not definitely, but it could mean the end of the road for Arteta. So they need to win tonight.
Patrick Vieira and Arteta. Vieira is yet to get a win in 3 games with Crystal Palace. Who gets the boot first? I mean, who gets sacked first? Possibly. Vieira or Arteta?
No, I think it's looking more like Arteta.
Arteta. Simple. No analysis, guys. We have to leave the studio. Thanks so much for being a part of Just Football this evening. We'll be back tomorrow at 7:30 in the morning with Sports Bang. Faith and I, by His grace, we'll be back here at that time. Thanks very much, Faith, for being here.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
My name is Blessing Fowowe. Au revoir.
Here is
105.5.
accessing
105.6.
one station, all the hits.
105.5. Splash.
Splash FM 105.5.
Spread your wings on Splash.